everybody. This is Miss Mary from the St. Francis Library, and I'm here to show you our first origami activity for Kid Makers this month. We are going to be making for our first activity some origami butterflies. For this activity, you will need one of your 6 by 6 inch pieces of origami paper from the kit. And the first step is going to be to take your origami paper and place it solid side up. For the first step, we are going to be making some triangles with our origami paper. So leaving our paper solid color up, we're going to take one corner and drag it to the opposite corner, making a nice solid fold like so. We will open our paper up and do the same with the opposite corner. Now don't worry if mine might be a little crooked. I injured my finger, so it makes it a little harder for me to fold things evenly, but I will do my best. So you will, once you open your paper back up, you want to see a light X like so inside. For the next step, you're going to take your paper and flip it over so that our patterned side is up. Now we're going to be making 2 more folds. First, we're going to make a fold along the horizontal plane of our paper. So we're going to make what I like to call a hamburger fold, like so. Then we're going to open it up and make a hot dog fold. So we're going to fold it the long way. Line up the corners again. Make another nice solid fold like that. Now this next step is a little tricky. We're going to take our paper and once again we're going to flip it so our solid side is up. Now with your fingers along the sides, like so, we're going to take this middle fold and we're going to push it towards our center of our paper. So we're kind of making an accordion shape. And don't worry, I'm going to flip this around and show everybody what it looks like when you're looking at your paper. So once again, I have my fingers on the sides. We're going to take this fold and we're going to try to meet up with our fold here. So we're first going to go like so. We see it meets up right here. Then we're going to take the other side and also meet up with that center line, like so. And then fold our top down flat. So this is what our finished shape will look like. Next, you're going to turn your triangle around so that the point is facing you. Now we want to make sure we separate our sides at this point. You're going to take your top flap and bring the pointed corner down to meet the point facing you, like this. And crease down our edge, and we're going to repeat the same steps with the opposite side. So that we are left with a shape that looks like this. Now our next step is going to be a little tricky, so don't worry, I'm going to go over the steps with everyone and I will flip my paper around to show you what it'll look like from your point of view as well. But first what we're going to do is we're going to flip our paper over, so once again the point is still facing us. Now you're going to have 2 little points looking at you in this when your paper is like this, so you're going to take the top fold and you're going to fold it up so that a little bit of the point is over the ridge of the paper. We don't want to force it down all the way, but we just want to get it up over that line, and we are going to fold the point of our triangle over the top of the paper. So looking at it for everyone else, when you're looking at your paper, you're going to take this top triangle, you're going to lift it up, and you're going to bring it up slightly over our top line, but without folding this inner piece of paper. We don't want to make a crease here. You see how my paper is like so? Now without folding the bottom, we're going to fold the top of our triangle and give that a nice squeeze, like so. So that when we're done, we flip it over, give a little bit of a fold in the middle, and here is our butterfly.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Jess. For Origami Pikachu, you will need a yellow piece of paper. Mine is 6 by 6 inches. You will also need a black pen or marker and a red pen or marker. First, you're going to take one corner of your paper and move it to the opposite corner. Then you will fold the paper. Next, take one corner and fold it into the middle of the paper. Then do the same on the other side. Now you are going to take the corner again, and this part can be a little tricky, so don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. You're going to line it up like this and fold really well. So it looks like Pikachu's ear. Then you are going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Now we are going to take the little point at the top and fold it towards the ears, like that. Then you are going to take the pieces of paper at the bottom and also fold those inward, like this. Now, flip it over and you have your Pikachu head. Now you get to decorate. Take your black pen or marker and draw 2 circles, one big and then one small for the eyeball, and repeat this on the other side. Then color in the bigger circle, like so. Next, we're going to color in the corners of Pikachu's ears, so they look like smaller triangles. Now we are going to color in Pikachu's nose, which is an upside down triangle. And then for the mouth, we're going to make Pikachu smile, so we're just going to draw a W shape. Lastly, we'll take our red marker and color in 2 more circles for the cheeks right next to the eyes. And there you have it, your own Pikachu. This origami shape can make a lot of different characters. If you have green paper, you can make Origami Yoda. For Origami Yoda, you are going to need a brown and green piece of paper that is the same size. I am using 6 by 6 inch squares. The first step is to put the piece of papers on top of each other. And if you want, you can glue them together. Next, have the green side facing you and fold both pieces of paper up and away from you, like this. Now flip your pieces of paper over, so the brown side is facing you, and fold in towards the middle of the paper, like this. And then do the same on the other side. Fold it inward. so it makes a smaller, more rectangular shape. Because we are using 2 pieces of paper for this activity, make sure that when you're folding, you fold it really well. This part can be a little tricky, so feel free to pause and go back if you need to. With one side, you're going to fold both the brown and the green piece of paper from the top corner downward. This is making one of Origami Yoda's ears. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Fold away from the middle and make sure your crease is really strong. And when you look at the bottom there, you'll see there is a little extra corner of green and brown paper. Make that a little bit bigger. That's going to be Yoda's hand. Now we're going to tuck the square shape behind the hand, and we're going to fold both of the ears back out again, like this. The final step for folding is you're going to take the top part and fold it down towards you, like this. Make sure you are creasing really strong again, because at this point, it might pop back out from the fold, kind of like how mine's doing. Once you have it folded, you can put a book on top to flatten it, and whenever you're ready, you can draw Yoda's face. For this Yoda, I'm doing a similar look to Pikachu with the eyes, 2 circles, one for the iris, one for the pupil. Now I'm going to draw a simple smile. You can make your Yoda have whatever expression you would like. And the cool thing about this Yoda is if you push the bottom open, you can actually make it a finger puppet. Origami is a lot of fun. You can check out books about origami at the library. You can also watch video tutorials. You can make a whole bunch of different types of origami creatures. A few origami facts. Origami means folded paper in Japanese. Paper folding originated in China and later came to Japan in the 6th century. People would make origami to give to loved ones to symbolize good luck. And World Origami Day this year is on Wednesday, November 11th, 2020. I hope you all enjoyed this video tutorial, and we'll see you for our next one.